Hey guys, what's going on? Okay, you're probably asking yourself, hey Serdo, what are you doing with that DVD? I thought you only reviewed Blu-ray movies. Well, here's what happened. Somebody asked if I was going to review this movie and if I'd seen In Bruges, and I said no. But I'll review anything somebody sends me. As a sort of offhanded comment, most people say, oh, okay, and then they move on. But this person actually was like, all right, I'll send it to you. So they did. And I was really excited about it, but it came as a DVD. Now, I'm not one to look a gift horse in the mouth, and I'm sorry that it took me a little while to get to it, but things have been kind of goofy around here for a little while. So, The Seven Psychopaths is from the director of In Bruges, and while I don't want to give too much of it away, although, to be honest with you, part of it you kind of see coming, Colin Farrell's character is a screenwriter who's writing a script called The Seven Psychopaths. And in doing that, he kind of gets mixed up with these various different psychopaths as he's trying to come up with characters in a story. And that's basically it. He kind of gets mixed up in them and their craziness. It was advertised as sort of a dark comedy, but it's really not. It's more of a kind of a drama, sort of with some comical sort of flavoring throughout it. It's one of those kind of films that I really hate to review, because it's not an easy film to review, at least for me. When it was over, my feeling was like, okay, that was good, but I didn't love it, so I can't heap praises on it. I will say Christopher Walken was good, but it's not like the best performance he's given in a while. It's the most serious performance he's given maybe in the last 10 or 15 years, but it's not mind-blowing. Everybody else is good in the movie, but Sam Rockwell is basically Sam Rockwell. Colin Farrell is not too annoying, but you don't really care about anybody. I kind of cared about Christopher Walken, but I think that might have more to do with the fact that he's Christopher Walken than that I really liked his character. And Woody Harrelson plays this sort of like crazy, kooky gangster who's, trying to recover his dog. But even he's really not all that interesting. And in fact, none of the characters in the film are really all that interesting at all. And again, I didn't hate it because there's nothing really inherently wrong with the film, other than you just don't care about anybody in it. At least I didn't. So it's not an overtly intellectual film, although it is one of these kind of meta things where it's sort of talking about trying to do something different with the psychopath genre, or with psychopaths in a kind of a thriller kind of genre. But the problem is, while I wouldn't say it's not different or different enough, it's just not all that interesting. It's just one of those films that I just sort of was like, I just didn't have a real strong opinion about it one way or the other. And so maybe that says more than anything. If I had to describe it as one of those, it's like blah 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 meets blah blah blah, I would definitely say it's very much like a mid-90s kind of those, like right after Pulp Fiction came out, there was a whole bunch of these films. They weren't necessarily trying to be Pulp Fiction, but it had that sort of multiple character, multiple story, like 2 Days in the Valley is a great example of it. It's sort of like 2 Days in the Valley, or maybe U-Turn meets adaptation, because it is about a screenwriter, and they do have these different vignettes from this quote-unquote film that he's making. So if you like those two things, if like 2 Days in the Valley and adaptation are your chocolate and peanut butter, and you're like, that's my Reese's, okay, great, that's wonderful, check this out. Otherwise, rent it, because that's about all it's worth. I wouldn't say run out and buy it. It's not that great of a movie, but by no means is it bad. It was enjoyable, but it wasn't over the moon. I can't really talk about the picture quality or the sound or any of that crap. I can say that it has some special features on it, but they're really not that amazing. The DVD comes with a digital copy, but, this is a movie. I was thinking about this and I thought, this is one of those kind of movies that in a year or so, people will be commenting on this video, and I'll be like, what? I don't even remember what happened in that film, which happens to me a lot. But it'll be one of those while I've reviewed it and go, oh, did I like that? I think I liked it. And they'll comment on something I said in the video, and I'm like, I don't remember saying that, because it's not a memorable film for me. So, sorry it took so long to get to it, and sorry I didn't have a stronger opinion of it, but it was just sort of okay for me. Alright, that's The Seven Psychopaths. Peace.